Oh, oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a perfect start. Nailed it. Got it right for once. Damn. Hi everybody. The game's on the screen. My face is on the screen. I have the timing right with the music. It's all gone right for once. Holy crap. Something's gonna go horribly wrong now, isn't it? Hey, welcome along everybody. Happy Wednesday to you all. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for joining me today. And straight off the bat, I have to say thank you very much to Zoom, who is like the beast that he is, has gifted 5 memberships. Zoom, thank you very much. Awesome stuff, dude. Nice, dude. Awesome. Brett, Trey, Finster, Jonathan, and D-Dude. Congrats on the gifted memberships. Make sure you accept that. Because YouTube doesn't do it automatically. Who else we got in the chat? Hello. Oh, here we go again. Oh my god, okay, I get the pronunciation correct. Orson. Orson? Visceral. Zoom McCall, Mike Brown as well. Stone, Raven, welcome along. One Lost Cub as well. Good afternoon, good morning to you all. Stormcrow. Oh my god. There's no pronouncing your name, so I'm gonna just call you Checkmate because it's CKM8 at the end. Checkmate, welcome along. Mike Brown. We got Papa. How you doing, Papa? I hope you're doing well, mate. I saw your tweet the other day, and I hope you're all okay. Yeah. Always scary, buddy, but I'm guessing you're here, so it was fine. So I hope you're good, mate. Hacker Diver as well. How you doing? I'm Bucket. D-Dude. What's up, man? You're tired from kicking my ass on freaking BAI. You come to help me chill and build. Appreciate it, man. Def 13, Barry as well. Welcome along. Oi, you over here. Can barely hear you from the music volume. Really? Levels on my end seem fine, but I can turn it down a bit. I can turn it down a smidge. I mean, that bit of music, that is intentionally a bit loud, I'll admit. So, Zoom for the membership for 12 months. Thank you at the Godlike level. 1 year already. Thank you for having me in your wonderful community, and thank you for the entertaining content. Zoom, thank you for being just amazing all the time. Thank you so much, Zoom. I don't know what to say, but yeah, my pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure. Salutations. 1/4 of the chaos. Thank you, Dan. He's managed to figure out the camera then. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. I think there was some kind of software nonsense going on, but this morning, turned everything on, everything's fine. So yeah, it's all good. I can't hear you, Spange alert. Camera's working. That's it, curse now. Big Fluffy Pencil says, hey Spange, just popping in, will be lurking today due to a migraine. Ooh, ouch, meds are way too expensive. Hagen says cut. What? Cut? Hey Gabby! Red Black Paws. Wubba dub 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 dub. Wubba dub 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 dub. Get a bit of Pickle Rick. Yeah, much better. Good, thank you, Papa. Well done, mate. Ship needs more pipes. That's quick and correct thinking there, Sponge. Yeah, awesome. Checkmate. I got it right. Yay. Awesome stuff. Graham as well. All right. I think we've said hello to everybody. Stephen Boot there just at the end there from Austria. Hello. Everyone, Sponge is in sunlight. Pray for him. Is in his skin. Fine. There's a layer of cloud. It's all right. There's a layer of cloud that's come in. It's all good. Okay. Where are we then? Okay, let me just get some... Banjaroo! Hey, Andrew. Thank you, buddy. Right, welcome back to Empyrion. There it is. This is the ship we were working on last week. It utilizes the new enormous freaking drone bay. And we're gonna build a bunch of spawners around it as well so that we can launch plenty of drones at our enemies, and they will proceed to dawdle around, not really do much, and die. But, you know, here's hoping that the drone bay will get a nice significant buff and an upgrade through various versions and variations and stuff like that as it goes on. So I think having a ship built, ready to utilize it, it's ultimately going to be good in the end. I think they'll make it good in the end. Anyway, it's not a big ship. It looks quite big, but it's actually not that big. So I need to be quite clever in the internal space usage here. I think the front here is going to be nothing but pretty much armor and maybe some decoys, so that if it does get in a fight, we lose the front of the ship. And assuming it's piloted correctly, that's it. The drone bay then is the next thing that gets lost, but meh, whatever. And then after that, we got a big empty space called the hangar bay. So we got a top loading hangar bay here and a rear loading section there as well, so we can offload SVs and harbor vessels. We'll make sure the damn thing can land and stuff as well. It's got plenty of, well, I say plenty of, it's got lift thrust, but we can add to that reasonably easy in other places if we need to. At the moment, it's incredibly overthrusted because it's got a steel hull, so it weighs like very little, and has got the large. Remember, this is the difficulty as well, because I build so often in Reforged, coming back to vanilla, and all the thrusters are like super powerful compared to that of Reforged. In Reforged, these thrusters here with this steel frame would barely be enough, and it certainly wouldn't be able to go onto a planet, right? You know. So yeah, in vanilla we're okay. We got plenty of thrusters, more than enough thrusters, certainly in the forward direction with 8 large thrusters there. So now I've been looking at this thing while I've been sort of getting the stream stuff ready and stuff like that, and I'm not happy with most of it. I'm happy with, like, even though what I was doing at the front here, I'm reasonably happy with. I mean, it's odd and it's weird, and I probably need to do some extra bits to it, and I'm not overly happy with this shaping here. It looks very weird and contorted. But the kind of sort of funny looking kind of, I guess, antenna arrays and sensor arrays, mounted turrets things here, I think it genuinely gets the effect that I wanted to, because I wanted that kind of almost asymmetrical, lopsided kind of weird look to it, where you got these weird 2 antenna arrays. I figure being a drone ship, it needs a lot of arrays, basically. But yeah, this bit I think I'm probably going to change. But the main thing I'm not happy about is this bottom nacelle here, right? Now, I obviously had the idea in the first stream to have a sloped nacelle all the way from the bottom to the top. And the top nacelle is kind of from the front and from the side merged into what will become the bridge and the sort of living area, which is the whole sort of back section there and the bridge section there, right? So, but I'm looking at this thing and it kind of juts out and it doesn't quite really match the rest of the ship from an aesthetic point of view. It's got a nice big chunky nose and it doesn't look right. I don't know if it makes sense, but I just want to turn it like 45 degrees so it's flush against the hull and not at an angle, if that makes sense, you know. So I might start today with taking this apart and redoing it to sort of complement this barrel type thing that I've got going on around the hangar bay here, right? So there's, have I got it in? Yeah. There's a similar thing going on with the Leviathan here, right? I've got this barrel type arrangement around the Leviathan, but the engines are actually set in and back from that. Okay, so that barrel is actually the sort of widest part of the ship, and it's not the engines. Well, it's not the forward engines anyway, it's the reverse. But, you know, it works quite well on the levee here, so I'm not sure if I want to set the engines so that they're in. I'm not sure that will work. Maybe, because I've got this sort of sloping here. If I make that one more wide, I could definitely mount large engines into that. Then basically just do away with the nacelle, but I think that will look weirder. It needs to have something there. Why not have a lopsided bridge as an example, having an aircraft carriers? Yeah, that's cool, man. I like that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, the top deck isn't, the deck over here isn't going to be a runway. If I was going to do, like, say, a bridge on that side, like a con tower type thing, then you want the deck to be kind of somewhat a runway. Yes, there is going to be this gap here between the upper and the lower deck. Which in theory you could actually fly a small SV through because it's 2 blocks 2 blocks deep. So a very low profile SV could actually fly through that gap, which would be really cool. And some badass piloting skills, I tell you. But yeah, the lopsided bridge is a really cool idea. I think I might reserve that for another build, though. I'm not sure it will work on this one. Anyway, can you shortly explain, or better show, how this drone stuff is going to work? Yeah, so it's quite simple, really. The drone bay is what stores the drones. You can have up to 10 drones, and then you've got the drone bay spawner. And simply the spawner, you can put as many spawners as you want, really. I don't think it has a limit. Certainly doesn't say it does anyway. Max placeable isn't an option there. So what we would do is say put a bit there. We'd put a drone spawner there, and we'd put one like going back along the hull, maybe 3 along the top, maybe 2 along the bottom as well, just so that there's a little bit of coverage top and bottom. And the drone spawners, when the ship is attacked or an enemy comes within range, or your ship opens fire, I think it basically whenever you enter some combat, the drone bay will spawn drones out of the spawner, exactly the same as they do for the drone base on planets. Drone base has one of these spawners on it, and it will pop drones out when the drone base comes under attack. So it's exactly the same mechanic as that. Now, I did have a little test with it, and I had a little go at it in my update video, but when the drones go out, they'll seek the nearest target, they'll go fly towards it and engage. When combat is over, the target runs away or is destroyed, the drones need to return to the spawn pad. Now, the pathing and AI in Empyrion, as we all know, how do I say this nicely? Is basic. Should we say, let's go with it's basic. So if I was to have my drone spawner in here, for example, right? Well, first of all, we probably wouldn't be able to spawn the drone, but let's say it's here just for argument's sake. That drone would not be able to return to this location because it just wouldn't be able to figure out how to get, say it's up here, it would just go, something's in the way, I can't get through, right? So you need to have these spawners in a clear open area where the drone can easily path back to it. And then you won't necessarily return to the same one either, which is why having some on the bottom and the top might be a good idea. Because then, as you fly around and stuff like that, the drones might end up down here, or up there, or along there, or whatever. So, making it easy for them to get back is going to be, you know, a bit of a challenge, I think, isn't it? Going to be the thing. Why not have I'm counting on you to keep the stream interesting to keep me awake. Didn't sleep last night. Now I have to go out later. Hero, dude, that's rough, man. I'll do my best, but Chillin and Buildin is not the best stream for action. Yeah, I'll do my best, man. Looks like a Battlestar arse end over there. Cool, I'll take that. Yep. Banjo, go full British style with carrier with 2 con tower bridges. Yeah. A deck bridge and a ship bridge type thing. Yeah. Well, I'm going to keep the current design as it is, but I am going to mess with the nacelles. But perhaps the next ship we can do something like that. I mean, I was doing something like that with Blighted's carrier, which I'm still sort of working on, not really. Let's spawn this in just to show you. The Blighted's carrier, which I still need to finish texturing on, has got a split kind of tower thing, but not front to back, left to right. So I went with a kind of traditional looking aircraft carrier bridge there. And then over here, we got antennas and radars and point defense and stuff like that. And then the main deck, which, you know, is going to be landing stuff on. So, yeah, it's difficult to make these con towers actually look anything more than just a brick on top of a deck. But I certainly can try with the next build. Yeah, okay. Maybe taper it just above the engines in the back and then have the bridge on top. Yeah, well, the bridge is going to go here. The bridge is going to go here. I got a rounded kind of thing going on, which I could probably I could maybe extend it a little bit so it's rounded from, say, like there and goes up to about there, maybe. It would need an extra 2 blocks. But it's a rounded kind of deal. Suppose you could do like the Venator. Is it the Venator? The Venator class style, where you got the twin sort of tower bridges type thing at the top. Without ripping off Disney and getting sued, of course, you know. Anyway, let's throw some blocks down. Right, I am going to start by messing with this nacelle. I just... It's not quite right for this vessel, in my opinion. I'm looking at it and I'm not content with it. So, I'm going to rip it apart. There is a quicker way to do this. Well, quicker. Use the selection tool, right? And click that block. And then click that block. And then delete. That was Phil. Delete. Wrong button. Wrong button. Move that over there. And delete. Oh, oh, it's rough. It's rough. It's rough. So, yeah, we got this barrel type arrangement thing coming out here. Oh, switch back on. Oh, I remembered. Holy crap! Looks like the bones of a Battlestar. Well, it's a very baby Battlestar, maybe. You know. The barrel part is part of the hangar bay, but we can see the hangar bay ends there, right? So we could probably bring that out like there, right? And say that's the end of the nacelle, yeah? Oh, the barrel, sorry, not the nacelle. So if we kill that off, and then kill these blocks off as well, say that's it, right? Bring that up. Easy, tiger. Bring that up and bring that along. All right, so that's our barrel. Now from here, we want some kind of engine arrangement, but bear in mind, I've just lost 2 forward engines, 2 lift engines, and 2 reverse engines. Yep. I've just lost a lot of engines by taking that nacelle off. So I have a lot of engines to replace right now. And not a lot of space to do it in. I mean, the upper nacelle area here is pretty much jam-packed already, right? There's not really... I could probably put the side thrust in there. And there. The side thrusters in there, but it would look very cramped. It would look pretty cramped, okay? So it needs to be a reasonably chunky deal here, I think. And... we're going to basically bring it out here. I'm just going to draw a frame right now. If I draw it out there, right, round it down. Let me just draw this and have a look at it, what it looks like in profile. I think we can go wider. I think we can definitely go wider. Go wider still. Wider one more, I think. Yep. It's really difficult to explain, like, what my thought process is right now. Like, why I think that those nacelles aren't chunk enough. It's well, I was talking about the profile. When you look at the ship from the front, like, you get those angled nacelles there and there. I can't really explain it. It just didn't look right. It's just like, what do you want? It didn't look right. So I look at it from the front right now, and I'm like, right, okay. So I'm trying to imagine that goes back a bit. That's rounded there, and on the corners there, we've got a bit of sloping, bit of block shaping, and obviously it houses some extra thrusters. Now, I've got this line coming down here, right? Which is great from the side, because you look at that and that's a nice line you got there, right? I like that. In the back of a ship, that looks good. I'm fighting with two parts of the ship here. I'm fighting with this freaking hangar barrel that goes around the hangar bay. This line here, and the need to have a nacelle in this space as well. Now, if I build this nacelle out like that, bring it out here, or however long I make it, and then, you know, we're out of freaking blocks. Blocks, please. Bring that out here. That's going to block that line, and instead we've just got like this chunky squarey bit. So I think we need to raise it up, first of all, so that the lowest part of the ship is actually the middle there. And we need to replicate this line, but this line can be replicated from further out. So we could do it from, say, there, and then we start this line. And that brings the nacelle up to there. We've still got that line to block out. It looks like the engine from the Prometheus. Engine bay equals fighter bay. 2 round balls at the back, and you have nailed it. Not a penis. Now, when I was building this thing, all right, on the end last stream, I don't know if you were there, I was building this thing on there. You lot were losing your minds. I was like, wait. Trust me. Not a penis. Okay. Engines. This is big enough for 2 reverse engines. One there and one directly above it. So we've got the reverse engines back. Very, very tight, but we can set them further in maybe. The side engines, oof, will they fit in here? Just about. Probably better if we keep them on the same height, actually. I was like, we'll stagger them like the sloping, but in all fairness, I don't think that looks right. Got the side engines, they fit. Probably just split by one block. Would probably be fine rather than 2. Yep. And then that's the one I want. Thank you. 1, 2. Although, in fairness, that's not in line with the sloping, is it? There it is. So we got all the thrust back that we lost. It's all back. In fairness, I can move those thrusters further in, I think. But yeah. From a profile point of view, that actually, I think that looks better. You may not agree, and that's fine. The reverse, the slope. Oh, well, so it's like a scissor. No. Also, ammo box. Yeah, have hangar bay be fatter and engines be part of it. So yeah, that's another thing I was considering is draw this barrel out and then run it all the way down. The problem with that then I think would probably be that it would upset the this front bit then would look off. You've got to progress this kind of like line up progressively. If you just massive chunks bolted onto smaller chunks, then it looks exactly that, like massive chunks have been bolted onto smaller chunks, like the whole thing just pulls apart kind of thing. I don't know, it don't look right. So you got to progress this kind of line, this fattening kind of thing progressively. I think anyway. Yeah. In fairness, like with ships like the Levy here, that was not the case. That went skinny, chunky, skinny, chunky. There wasn't like a progressive line of chunkiness as it went back. Although in theory, you can actually draw one. It goes back. But the hips, you got the waist and then the hips. It all comes together, look quite well. Whereas this is just skinny at the front, and then you've got the fat ass, basically. Yeah, it's going to curve it up some more. It will break ship in parts from distance. Another great design by Gerald. So IW not played this. I've not played this in a while. I heard there was a large update lately that did not add massive amounts of content, but made large changes. Is the game better for it? It's 23 blocks better for it, yeah. In fairness, like, nailed it. There's a crapload more POIs in the universe. They've increased the amount of traffic in space and stuff like that, so they've made the universe feel a little bit more alive, which is always good. They've added a bunch of new missions to each starter planet as well, so each starter planet is unique in that front as well, which is good. They've added the hover bike, which everyone is thankful for, and replaced the horrendous motorbike. So that's good. And did I mention the 23 new block shapes that they've added? I've already used a few of them on here. Like, we got giant balls now. Giant balls! We got giant balls, which is great. There's a bunch more connectors and pipe thingies and stuff like that, which we're going to be using later. So I would say, yes, it's definitely better for it. But if, you know, you're expecting more or hoping for more, then, yeah, you know, sorry, there isn't. Yeah. He just isn't. Gotta think of another playthrough then. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's ultimately, you're the judge. I think it's better. I think it's better for it. Oops. We'll make it work. You'll make it work. It'll be fine. Have all sorts of outside pipe jizzes going into the engines. Oh yeah, don't worry. Pipe work will be a big part of the engine section for sure. We got a lot of like blank hull and stuff that we're gonna have that we're gonna be working with and making it look cool. Right, my challenge now is this particular section is going to be interesting because we need to start sloping this upper up that way. So let's see if we can figure this out, because I don't think this is going to be a particularly easy sloping. Already I've got maybe that one would be better. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Like they were freaking made for each other. Beautiful. Now this is at the wrong angle though. This problem I've got is that is incorrect. I mean, that's lovely, but what really needs to be there is this pupper. What is going on right now? Come on, rotate the right way. That one, right? With this one, that's my problem. That's my dilemma. Is it's fixable. I don't think there's a connector block between that and that, though, is there? See, all the blocks that Alien have given us, there's still not enough, and we still need more. Alien, please give us more blocks. Alien, I still need more blocks. Give me more blocks. I'm a greedy bastard. Na 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 na. So the way you can do it is you can put that one in, and take it back basically to the 45-degree angle. This is going to look well lumpy and stupid though. So if I did that, say we put a block there and then went back to that one, and then we can put in a block that goes between the two, like this one here, that bridges the gap. Is that the right one? Yeah, that one bridges the gap. Yeah, we just end up with this like weird freaking what? Why? It just looks stupid. So instead of doing that, we just embrace this block here and we turn it into a feature, right? Because we've got these two honking great engines above here, right? So we take it up to, I say about there. And then we just switch it back and we leave a little theme there. And what we'll do is we'll build a kind of an extra chunky bit around these engines. I don't know how to describe it. It's an extra chunky bit. So the block work won't go above the top of the nacelle, so the overall shape won't change. But say we do that there. We run this all the way along the top there, like that. But instead of doing the normal slope like that, like this one here, we do what we've done down there. And we run this as long as the engine up to here, basically. And then we switch it back to that guy for the rest of the way. And that way it makes it look like this is chunkified on purpose. Okay, we've done it on purpose. We haven't been restricted by Alien on what block shapes we can use. No. We did that. More balls. More balls! Can we have the... there's got to be a blurb for this. Can we have the umpire in Wimbledon saying, "New balls, please. New balls, please." That'd be great. Got to be a blurb. Right, what was I doing here? I was trying to push this back. Oh, extra block. Deal. Another block, please. There we go. There we go. So we want the top of this little nozzle to be just peeking over. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Copy that one there. Down and up thrusters. Yeah, we haven't got the down. Well, the up are up there, the up are up there, but we haven't got the down. That's a good point. We need the downy boys. Downy boys sounds weird. Why does it sound weird? Well, we have got a little extra room here on the side, so I think we're going to have to use it. Is that going to work, or is that going to really... Yeah, it's going to upset things, isn't it? There's a cluster. There's a cluster of engines. In fairness, we can put one of them in this space here. Put one of them there. Have the nozzle dip down a bit there as well. And we can have the other one right there. Have the nozzle dip down a bit there as well. I'll put another one there. I don't know if I'll keep it. I'll put another one there just because having 6 lift thrusters It's gonna be good, right? It's gonna be a good amount of trust. Now can we have ballage? Wait. Wait. Guys are obsessed. Okay. That ain't right either. No. No. We need this guy. That's the one. Ooh. Now then, what are we gonna do here? Things are things are coming to a point. So we've still got that line. Plus we got all the engines back. Plus I'm much happier with that profile from the front there. I feel like I could even probably go one block wider, but I think we'll keep it there. I can maybe go one block wider with some pipes and trussing and stuff like that, you know, decorative things. Small flare for a turret. Yeah, there you go, exactly. Big rig, yeah. You got a good idea there. Thank you, 69 Chipmunks. This guy's got some freaking class and standards, yeah? Even though his name is 69 Chipmunks, you know? Yeah. Class. Well, that is. Right, can we bring this to a real point? We can really point this up, can't we? Wow, that is pointy. That is very pointy. Okay, maybe we don't want to do that. Maybe what we want to do is we want to... I don't know how this is going to work. How is that going to work? Elian? Yeah, this is just there's not, is there? That would be amazing. that would be spectacular. That block existed. Yeah. Even one of these newfangled ones. Like, I'm looking at this guy. Maybe it's that. No, it's not. But nah. It ain't. It ain't a fangled one. Chipmunks, if you encourage Spanish too much, he gets a swelled head and you end up with something like the bicentennial pigeon. Hey, what's wrong with the pigeon? That's a good build. The pigeon's a good build. What's wrong? What? Hey, come on, man. That's uncalled for. Rude. You're just salty because you named it the bicentennial pigeon. And then I told you off. They retracted all the points and stuff for it. Try putting the quarter circle block. I use it all the time and the gap makes a good glowy. Quarter circle. I mean this guy right here. The edge rounded. Because they got these new connector ones, circular connectory ones here, which are quite nice. I would like to reuse one of these at some point. But they, ooh, that's like interesting. I mean, I won't use it there. I need to move this engine, I think. May need to move it forward one block. Weirdly. Crap, where was it? It was there. So I want it there. I think. Yeah. Because I'm going to change the slope to one of these, basically. And go, it's still a problem. Damn it. Ooh, it's clever. Aren't you clever? Look at the clever builder. Branch arc to connect to the upper nacelles. Well, I've already got a kind of arch thing going on over here. I don't want to. I wasn't going to do that. What I was going to do is dip this back down around about here, and then draw a connection between that and this. So I'll probably end up widening this section here, so it kind of intermingles a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to draw this over the top. How am I going to connect these shapes together? This is my current dilemma. Like,
Noise.
yeah, this is a tricky little beast. Let me try and do it from the other angle and see if I get a better way. Don't like these blocks.
Headshot.
Ooh, naughty. What the feck am I doing? Yeah. Nah. It's the wrong way. Really loud music. Right, the other option is F the sloped engine and just go for a regular engine. And then do what the hell I want. That's my solution. Yeah, screw you, Elion. I wanted a thing, but you've made me just go completely back on that. Whatever. Whatever. That's a mature response. Yeah. Are you new here or something? Eh? Expecting maturity? No. That's not how I do things. It's very pointy. I don't like how pointy that is. Am I just like... Yeah, there we go. Embrace the nozzle. Embrace it. Nozzle. Nozzle it. It's a mature response. Rich, coming from you, Owen. Hot kettle black. Not sure if because like I could do engine flares, flare, whatever. Flare the engines, put some block shaping around them, make them look well fancy. I'm just not sure if I want to. I don't know if I want to, you know? What if I don't want to do that? It looks like nub. Error 6969. No maturity is found. My kettle is steel. Minimum wage worker, nubs on the back and balls on the front. I'm getting ideas for a ship name. Just heard a Lainey Fonzie there. Actually, Lainey got the Fonzie from me. It's a my Fonzie that she's adopted. Alright, let's just get that straight. Yeah. Hey, Noro, what's up, dude? Alright. See. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. So I do want this to dip back down, but I think I might dip back down right at the end here. So there's kind of like a minimum gap. And I'm going to replicate this kind of lumpiness that I've made. So once again, it looks intentional, yeah? It looks like I meant to do it. It's all perception. Everything is perception. And that means I can extend this far out. What this means. I mean, to place that block wrong. This means that that engine can actually go right next to that one. Oh! Fancy! That's pretty. I like that. I like that. That's smexy. Hey! Get out of here. Laney stole Fonzie fair and square. Oh yeah, no, that is. There's definitely it's fair and square. I don't hold a grudge against her for stealing it. I've stolen plenty of her phrases and things. What we do. Steal from each other all the time. How YouTubers work. That's a great idea. I'm going to use that. There we go. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And anybody that's got a problem with that? Okay. To be fair, I was actually going to extend this out, wasn't I? Yes, I was. That's what I was going to do. Which I still can do, in fairness. Right, so take that off, take that off, take that off. Then that. And then put that there. That goes all the way down there, look. I wish these guys were put together in the same tab. It'd be useful. No. Yes. I'm like, oh my god, it's doing it again. I'm freaking out. It's just the yeah, everything's fine. Sorry, focusing. I went a bit lower than I intended to there. This line, come off. This line's the finisher. Finish it with this shape. Bring it up to there. Yeah, I might have to raise these engines up a block. Can't do that with that one though. I can bring the whole thing down a bit, but they stick out a little too much. I could do like a half block sort of arrangement around them. I could center them and then build a little roundy thing around them. Except they need to be together. Ooh. Mr. I won't do what you tell me, huh? What's that? Sift it forward and up. I don't know what you're talking about now. Hang on. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat for a while there. I was just getting on with it. Spanger's been teaching Laney proper English for years. Unfortunately, Spanger's never spoken proper English. True. Can't argue with that. Kind of wish Empyrion had a Vorian block shaping. Right? That would be amazing. I totally bet for that. Talk Kane. Yeah. Yeah. You can't just throw a random curve or willy-nilly. Will. Come on, people, sank the like button. That way more people will get the notice. Thank you, Marlon. I appreciate your the likes. I am all good morning, buddy. How you doing? Okay, these nacelles are looking kind of sexy. They might be the best nacelles yet. I'm wondering if we could use them in the batch builder thingy or whatever it is called. Yeah, the whole snap point things. Yeah, I need to get to grips with that. I just haven't bothered yet. Learning is hard. Yeah, it would not have worked looking at it further. Oh, okay, cool. Building an Empyrion is excruciatingly awful. It is when you start out at Scali, but actually when you get the hang of the system and why they've done it the way that is, it actually makes a hell of a lot of sense. And it's really, really good. But yes, it took me a while, and the help of some friendly people in the comments to figure it out. It's all about you got to set the grid and the block size. And if you set the grid and the block size, I think it's like, oh, I can't remember now. I'd have to go back and check my videos, but it was 0.4 or something like that. It was a really weird number. 0.4, basically an even number. And then it works really well together. But yeah, if you start messing with the grid size and the block size kind of halfway through, or as you go through a build, then you end up with these horrible little kind of misalignments between hull parts and these jaggedy edges and stuff like that. But if you can nail down that grid size and block size, oh my god, it's good. It all just starts clicking together. Really snapping. It is snappy. It is a snappy buildy. Right, I'm not happy with that at all. That looks like Garbo. So what we're going to do about it? We are going to do something about it. We just haven't figured out what yet. We need more lumpiness, don't we? I can't raise the engines up anymore because there are other engines in the way. Although in fairness, I do have a little bit more room. They're in the way. Could move this one over. That one could slot in there. They're gonna be wonky. Whatever I do, they're gonna be wonky. Like I said, I have got that space there if I want to, and in it might be. That might be the solution to all my problems, to be honest. And take the engines out here and here. And we're going to slap them all in this space. All the way down here. And it's going to look majestic. You are in my way. Be gone, foul block. That's right next to an elevator. Hey, who feels like cooking today? This is not the solution to my problems. There are more problems. There are more problems. Damn. No. There are more problems than I anticipated with placing my thrusters here. I can get at least 4 in, and then that's fine. I mean, that's 4 is what I had at the beginning. So, like, I can just use mediums everywhere else just to top it up. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Can we slap a couple up the front? I mean, yeah. we could slap. We could definitely slap. I'd have to make some chunky around the drone bay there, because I'm going to make some chunky around these thrusters anyway. And I was thinking also doing like kind of towers. I know it sounds weird, but turret mount towers, rounded turret mount towers over the top of these thrusters, and then bring them down. Flap turrets there and there, facing broadside top and bottom. And then a big turret mount on the front there. Drone bays along the middle. I know it sounds weird. Chunk is fine. Yeah, we are a fan of the chunk. We do love a bit of chunk. What I might do, though, instead of using the large boys, is I will just resort to mediums, because even mediums in vanilla are overpowered. So, yeah, they're absolutely fine to use. But there's going to be 1,001 places that I could put mediums, so I'm not going to put them down at the moment. It's going to be a case of we'll test it, and if we need to add mediums, we're not short on places we can do that. Yeah? Okay. There we go. There's our primary lift thrusty boys. Right, so we've got a lot of hull blanking to do right now, and so that is... It's the boring part, unfortunately. It's where we just blank off the hull and don't do anything particularly interesting or fun for a little while. But once we get the hull blanked off, then we know what we've got to work with. Where the places we can have block texturing and... what are they called? These feckers. Deco devices, thank you, brain. Well done. You failed me for the last time. My freaking coffee's cold. I'm still gonna drink it though. It's horrible, but you know, it's all I've got. It's like sad, isn't it? Old coffee. All I have. Went a bit Gerald then. Right. Anyway. I'm going to do a bit of block shaping on the bottom here straight off the bat, because we've got on top of this is going to be all container extensions, right, forming the floor of this hangar bay. So this layer of steel here is not actually going to be the layer that the inside of the ship is based on, right? Pipes will come. Pipes and tubes will come. Okay? Do not worry. We will pipe. We will pipe hard, gentlemen. Don't worry. Right. So we want to be... I want to break free. Pipes. 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 We're going to do... Going like this. We're going to bring that all the way along here. I'm going to bring that all the way along here. I'm going to use some of the new... Oh, I suppose actually it's not the new shapes. These ones aren't new. They've been around for ages. But we're going to do this. Now, there will be a bit of a gap between these guys and the container extensions above them. So what I'll do, just put a couple of steel blocks there and there just to seal those gaps up. Because container extensions... Oh, wait, is it container extensions in Reforged are really squishy? Container extensions in Vanilla are like... They got 500 hit points. You get the same hit points as a steel block, right? Yeah, they do. There's no difference. Okay, well, you don't want to be losing container extensions, do you? Nobody wants to be losing container extensions. Right, we've got this weird gap thing here. I'm like, which bit do I extend? Let's bring this out. He's spending a lot of blocks sealing this hull up. It's a problem when you don't build bricks. Or you build fancy bricks. Right, then I got to address this here, haven't I? This, yeah, this is weird. What was that? What do you do? What do you bring to the party, Mr. Strange New Block that we've never met before? Well, well, well. You bring something quite interesting to the party, don't you? I'm not quite sure how to tie that off. I suppose maybe this guy. Yeah, weirdness. A weirdness. Alright, well, that's quite an interesting block. I'll give it that. It's an intriguing block. I may have to invest more into its future. But I still have this problem. Where are you? There you are. Okay. So in this situation where you've got a complete and utter conflict between block shapes, basically hull shaping here, we've got, you've got to pick whichever is the main shape. Right, so the main shape there for me is this line here to be maintained. Then the rest of it needs to basically just be adjusted to accommodate that. Otherwise, you're just going to end up in a fight. Hey, Captain Echo, what's it, dude? Thinking of Gerald, how has he not screwed over Rakuna's playthrough of Lost Mia? Well, I'll admit I have not been keeping up with Rakuna's playthrough of Lost Mia, unfortunately. I know, I'm a bad person. But are we sure Gerald hasn't been messing up? Are we absolutely sure the Rakuna hasn't died or something under mysterious circumstances? Nothing gone missing? Any strange disappearances, errors, or glitches that just seem to be plaguing Rakuna? Anything like that? Are we sure Gerald is not the result or the cause of those things? These are the questions I would ask you before you just assume that he's been behaving himself. Okay? Is that's not what Gerald does. Gerald does not behave himself. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Alright, so we got a slope here, and we got some nonsense going on there. It is quite blocky, isn't it? It is quite blocky. I don't really know how else to get around that, to be honest. I think we're just gonna have to embrace the blockiness. But there are some things we can do. We can do something. One of my favorite things to do in this situation is add pipes. Yeah, you thought I'd forgotten, didn't you? There was about to be a riot. Yeah, I saw you, chat. Don't worry. I saw you. Oh yeah. Now, let's do it the other way. Let's do this one for this side. Yeah. Let's start a riot. Start a riot. Let's start a riot. Start a riot. Ah, blunk, 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 blunk. Error. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I said I'd deliver. And I delivered. The pipes. They're here. Everything's fine. Okay, well that's some pipes. It's not all the pipes. It is a smattering of pipes. A gesture, if you will. And with those new blocks, I expect epic piping. In fairness, I haven't used them yet. I do need to explore them and figure out their uses. Because we've got these ones, these half-cylinder bees, and stuff like that. And we got this thing here, which is kind of like a corner pipe. The corner pipe bit. I'm not even sure how I'd use that. And then you got, yeah, that bit. Yeah, and another cornery bit. What was that one? It just looks like the same one as always. How is this one different to the one we had? Is it just in a different place? Did they just moved it? Because it was over here. I had to go onto page 2. Cylinder round transition. Cylinder round transition. It's twice. Did they count it? This is one of the 23. Because that's cheating, if they did. It was already in the game. It was already in the game, so they can't use it twice. So, let's have a look at this guy. Right here now. This. Yeah, see, these are all part of the cylinder transition. So it's usually about using these. rather than the full roundy boys. But you do have the cylinder 90 degrees now. Didn't have that before as well, so that's nice. Have that coupled with that. Blonk. That's some big pipe, that is. That is some big pipe. Well, let's see. Let's see what it looks like, shall we? Let's have some fun. Let's embrace some serious pipage. I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Embrace the pipage. Embrace it. We shall have a roundy boy. That all lines up nicely? It does. Very nice. Very, very nice. T-junction. Plonk. 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 And downward facing dog pipe. Is that right? That has got an optical illusion going on with that one, look. Oh, freaky deaky deaky. What is that about? Oh, oh, is the line there? No, is it line there? Oh, oh. It's got a little groove in it, but it doesn't. If you look at it, oh. Elliot! You give me new pipes. Then you give me, like, optical illusions in the pipes. You treacherous. That actually looks pretty dope. Actually looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna swap that out there. That looks pretty dope, skis. Either a bad, normal, or reversed face. Some kind of face. Face that ain't working right. Not the quality, it's not the quantity, it's the quality that counts, says Big Rig. You can make block shapes as a block modulation with them. Some really big block wings, for example. Yeah. Or a row of them as an extrusion of a flat surface. Is there a void knight in the chat? Is there? I don't see him. But hey. Smash doesn't see blocks anymore. He sees the name Matrix. How good is that cone shape as a transition? Cone shape, cone shape, cone shape. You mean these guys? I like these guys. Because these guys suck. I've tried to use these. They're rubbish. Get over it. Although, if you want like a yin-yang-y type shape, then that works. You can make a pretty good looking boat with that upside down, right? That's the bottom of the hull. It's a pretty good boat. More blocks, please, Susan. Okay. Hey, wait, no. How you doing, bud? He's right here. Right. I'm going to use carbon for this, actually. This is non-hull now. It is decorative nonsense. Decorative nonsense. Okay, that's not what I meant it to do. Wrong button. You ain't putting a turret there. Oh, you'd like to put a turret there, wouldn't you? But nope. I've put fakey blocks there instead. Sucks to be you guys. Yeah, something. I'll figure something out there. Right. Yeah, I'm liking the pipes there. The pipes are good. Good job. Good job on piping. Put even more fancy stuff. Fancy block shapes down the side there. Whole area is just awesome now. All right, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. You're gonna be like, right, that's a whole block there. Why can't I put something on it? Okay, so it's 2 half blocks. Right. Thanks, Echo. Echo says it looks nice. I wish there was a half block at that slope degrees, but there isn't. They've added some blocks, and I was still like, need more. Still don't have what I want. Still don't have what I want. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to do something like this. Something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. In fairness, there is a larger version of that particular shape. Where are you? We've gone past it? Moved. Definitely moved. Not where it used to be. That one, but thicker. Are we seeing it? The hell did they put that? I like that one. Phase 3, was it? Ah, there it is. Yep, it's on its side. Thank you. You have to do that. We can do that in plastic, though. But that copies it to steel. Oh, no, it is plastic. That's fine, then. Right, where did that block go? Bonk. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your help. I'm so blind. but you know, I miss so much stuff. It's kind of annoying. It's great with live streams because you're here and you can tell me instantly that I've missed something or I can't see something. On my episodes, though, I have to wait like 2 or 3 days for the comments to come through, and then you're like, "Oh, you missed this," and I'm like, "Ah, fuck, yeah, he did. Damn it, thank you." Yeah. It's basic, I think, but it's basic, but it does something so that these engines aren't just like poking out, you know, they're not just like on their own. They've actually got something around them. But yeah, it's a pretty basic cowling. And I think that'll do fine, because anything more than that is going to distort the overall shaping of this nacelle. So I think that's good. I think we have a good nacelle there. All right, so there's some extra stuff we can do to this to make it look a bit nicer. Sometimes we could just take these blocks out and put in blocks behind it. Sorry, I took the wrong ones out there. These ones here. Like that. That just breaks that up a little bit. And we could do some texturing with that. It'll look quite good. Hey, Spange, I'll have to go, man. A friend is calling me into a server and I need to have my frames for it, lol. No worries, Echo. Take it easy, bud. Thruster wash cowling. There you go. Spanjo, rebuild your SS long cut 4G cargo SVs from scratch. Really? Nice. That's cool. Why? Just for fun? That's nice work. I'm not even sure I could do that. Like, you know, without it right next to me, and I just copy it block for block. I'm looking at that and I'm like, I could cut into it and could do stuff to it, but I'm also like, might make a good turret location. It might actually be quite a good place to put a gap. Because that had actually got some pretty good rear firing, also when it's on the ground as well. Nope. It's always difficult. You get those flat spaces, and my instinct is like, right, do something with it, cut into it, make some shapes, da 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 da. But it was I generally then put the turrets on last, or one of the last things I do. So I miss out on so many like little turret spots that I could have. But that's a decent little spot for a rear guard turret. So I'm going to put a turret there, and that's it. I'm not going to do anything else to this. I'll do some texturing, obviously, later, but yeah. Nope. I'll remove that one, and we'll just start falling out the bottom of the ship. We need sloped weapons and sloped thrusters. Well, you got sloped thrusters. I haven't actually got any on here. But you got slope thrusters, but yeah, I agree. Slope weapons would be really cool. And it shouldn't be too difficult to do, really. Applying a slope to the block mount, weapon mount. Right, let's cover up this thing. I'm gonna break this up a little bit. So I'm gonna do 3 and then 3 of this one as well. So there's a little bit of variation, and then 3. And we'll break that there. Okay. That line now carries all the way down to there, which is nice. I'm going to leave that, actually. I was like, I put that there, but that'll complicate this bit here. Quite nice. Okay. Seal that up. Nice. Oi. Right, we're going to bring this block over here. And bring that over there as well. Those two engines there like that, they look pretty sick, I think. They look nice. D-Dude, take it easy, man. Thank you very much for joining me today. Why don't you use the retractable turrets? Right, so that's got 3,450 hit points, yeah? Retractable's got 4,500. So it's got, call it 1,000 more hit points, yeah? 1,000 more hit points by being a retractable turret. But each block underneath this turret has got 500 hit points. So there's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,500 extra hit points in that area where that turret is. So you got the 3,450 hit points of the turret, and then the 4,000 hit points of that 3x3 area underneath it. Okay, granted, per block it's only 500. I feel that when the turret goes, leaving a massive hole in the hull where the retractable thing goes, yes, you get a kind of, you get the whole pop out animation, and that's cool. And I don't exclusively use non-retractable. I don't generally end up turning the turrets off ever. I just leave them pointing out. In that case, there, it's a feature. The whole feature to have the turret there. I have the retractable, I've just got, you know, a reasonably blank area. A retractable and a turret underneath, a generator underneath. There you go. That's it. Problem solved. Wait, hang on. No. Problem created. I'm going to do a bit of block shaping here. I'm going to bring this all the way along there. And then I'm going to create a sort of almost like a ribcage effect. There we go. An interlaced ribcage effect. This gives a bit of shape to the hangar bay there as well. We can do something here. I feel like this is a nice opportunity to use these new slopies. They're not like hugely sloped, so that's quite a subtle little bend in the blocks there. Not an overwhelming amount. Got a nice little gap here. I did this for a recent ship as well. Use the transition to circle. Create a sort of vent type effect. And you could do that with these guys as well, just for a small events. You wanted to break it up. Circles there, don't have to. I really like how those little, I don't even know, they're not even quarter slopes, are they? They're like 1/8 slopes or something, these 1/8 slope rounded looks. They look pretty cool. Maybe it's because they're new, I don't know. It's like, new and fresh. Hey Prime, how's it going, man? Hey Sicko, dude, 34 minutes ago you gave me €2 and I didn't even notice, so I'm really sorry. I hope you're still there, so good night too. Thank you very much. Some tea money. Keep the awesome content flowing. I'll do my best. Leia for the win, thank you for the follow. Ezra Ragnar, thank you for the follow. Phoenix Frank as well, thank you for the follow. And Dayashan, thank you for the sub. Man, awesome. I'm so sorry, I'm really bad at reading these things. I don't know if I get audio notifications or if I've just like gotten so deaf to them now that I don't even notice when they fire off. Lockstill, dude, thank you for the Prime sub as well. Welcome along, buddy. I appreciate you, thank you. Sorry. Professional streamer, everybody. It's really not. Really, really not. Oh boy. Embarrassing levels of uselessness. I don't know. Hey Jenny. What we got? Put a retractable turret and a generator underneath it. Yep. Massive hole in the hull. It's fine. well. Hey Bobo. I live in a mobile home. It's sort of a cave that goes places, only we never went anywhere. Alex Rogan, the last Starfighter. Nice. Angelus Wiki's World. All above board professionalism witnessed by Muppets and signed off by management. Pretty much. Spanj, how do you get inspirational ideas for your builds? Yeah. So, sometimes I just have like an idea or something like that with a shape, and it can be inspired by sci-fi builds, other people's builds, or whatever. I've seen something basically, and then if I'm completely stuck, Google image search. Google image search, and I would just like, if I'm like, okay, I want to build a Corvette type ship. Google image search sci-fi Corvette, right? And just scroll through the images and scroll through the images. And there's obviously there's loads of like amazing ships and stuff like that that people have designed in other games, or they've created 3D images of, or whatever like that, to sell and stuff like that. So I get shape ideas, hull shape ideas, or anything like that that I'm like, oh, that might work in Empyrion. Like, there's a lot of them that are super sleek and curvy and they're beautiful, and I'm like, that ain't gonna work in Empyrion. So, generally I go for the sort of boxier looking kind of stuff, you know, and go, I might be able to make that for Empyrion, or replicate that particular shape, or there's a bit of greebling that I like, or something like that, and I'll go, right, okay, that's kind of cool, that would work. But yeah, no, don't rip anything off, obviously, but certainly get shape ideas and stuff. Because I mean, the Leviathan down there, the levy, that shape, that's not mine. That's not mine. The overall the overall ship is, because it's too far from the original Leviathan to be a copy. But I suppose if you break it down to its absolute basics, so the sort of skinny chunky bit, I suppose, if you look at the Leviathan from Fractured Space, and I called it the Leviathan because that's what inspired it. That's where I got the idea from. So I wanted to nod to the original Leviathan. Fractured Space, Leviathan. It looks, you can see, if you look at it, you'll see the similarities, and you'll be like, right, okay, but they're very different ships. Still, you know. Anyway, yeah, so all sorts of places. But inspiration can be very hard to get, or it could just suddenly appear and be out of nowhere sometimes. You're just like, I've got this idea, I'm going to build. When the urge takes you to build, You gotta build. You gotta. You gotta. All right. So that's something we're gonna have to break up there, isn't it? I think, you know, we have to do something like that. Well, we could do something like that. We can do something very simple with that. We'll give it kind of a cool little effect. Almost like venting. It does, however, mean we lose space inside doing this, but under blocks, hearing everywhere. But with a bit of texturing there, that'll look pretty sweet. Probably get away with extending it, actually, another one. You're waiting for an EGS version of your Empyrion Phalanx or a similar Corvette. Yeah, the Phalanx is cool, man. And it should be a reasonably easy build to do in Empyrion, I think. There's not too much like gradual sloping on that one, I think. I'm trying to remember now, the Phalanx. Yeah, it's a good little ship. Yeah, the problem with it, or the great thing about Empyrion, is you can have really, really progressive slopes. Like Empyrion, you've got 2 slope gradients. You got that one, and you got that one. And that's it. You know? You got ramp A and ramp C. Yep. So if you want to make a Death Star, sorry, not Death Star, Star Destroyer, you can't have a smooth hull. You can in Empyrion. You can make an absolute perfect replica of a Star Destroyer in Empyrion. You can make an absolute perfect replica of almost anything in Empyrion because you can make the block sizes so small. Even really curvy ships, you can rebuild in Empyrion. It requires a load of blocks. An incredibly delicate attention to detail, but you can do it if you can be bothered to, you know. Right. Let's sort out. We got the rear nacelle there sorted. Let's sort out the ridge area. I think the top deck area here. I think this will be a good thing to work on right now. So let's see. Oopsie. Yeah, let's do that 2 there and then do these 2. Because we've got the engine on the other side and that will work really well with that. Is there a way to force the game to orient the flight camera with the pilot seat? Tried to build a vertical landing ship, but in flight it would be horizontal. Did not work. So you've got the cockpit on its back, or you've got the ship built from the top to the bottom, so it's a vertical, but you've got the cockpit horizontal. So basically, you're almost looking like your view is like this, rather than like this. Yeah, I don't think you can do that. I mean, there's alt. You could have a free camera, but yeah, you can't like aim the ship really. You can turn it and stuff with the arrow keys and stuff, but then it's like, eh. You need to have the cockpit the same orientation as how you're flying it. I don't think there's a way to change that. There's not one I know of. Yeah, cockpit's pointing up when landed. Yeah, the cockpit's. The ship is built that way. You're better off building the ship how I built that there, and then just landing it on its arse. It's probably the easiest thing to do. Yeah, sorry. It was another unfinished escape rocket. Like a dream. Yeah, you certainly can. And no one can take that away from you. Yeah, no, sorry. I've thought about building something like that before. I've thought about building vertically, not aligned, but hull designs, vertical hull designs before as well. Because it's quite cool. Kind of like the Homeworld ship, you know, the Homeworld mothership and stuff. But the camera on vertically aligned ships as well really doesn't like it. So yeah, there's loads of challenges around that sort of stuff. Yeah, works on the bottom and not the top, doesn't it? When you first started your channel, how would you rate your videos compared to now? I'd like to think that I haven't changed too much, but I think I'm a lot more kind of conscious about whether there's something going on in the video, you know. So I cut a hell of a lot more heavily now, I think, than what I did back then. Yeah, definitely cut a lot more. Fanning about. So when is Johnny going to refit this ship? Give it 2 weeks. Johnny will refit it. And he'll take everything out of it. Just fill it with armor. I can load of guns on it. You've changed a ton since you started. You're British now. Wait, what? I was always British. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I mean, I wasn't spiffing British, I suppose. But nobody's that British intentionally. That is just, that's an aggressive amount of Britishness, that is. Thanks, Magical. Yeah, no worries, Jared. Probably came across better as well, I'm guessing, when I look at my first Star Wars ones, I'm talking in an unnatural way. I try not to be too British. It messes with my jaundiness. I've become Welsh. That's brilliant, I suppose, isn't it? Actually, that's not bad. I've always admired the Welsh accent, I've got to admit. Although that was shite. I can't just go into it like that. I'm gonna like warm up. Right. So... I'm wondering if we can have maybe a little viewing gallery type thing. At least it's better than your Scottish. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I love accents though. They're so much fun and they're so brilliant. They're fascinating. I certainly don't mean it like in any kind of offensive way when I try and do an accent. Try being the opposite word all the time. I wonder if Spange is related to Booge from Breaking Bad. Biff is so overly British, his real face looks like the Isles. Spange and Stacey. Biff isn't overly British. Yes, well... He is great, though. Will that work? I think that'll work, actually. I think that'll look pretty dope. I think that'll look pretty dope. Pretty dope, skis. That'll have to be a walk-on only little viewing platform I'm going to build there. And then I'll probably lower it down or raise it up. Maybe both. Although raising up is going to be a bit. In fairness, I could just add that there and that there. And bingo, we got ourselves a mezzanine floor. You know, pretty much. With a bit of tweaking. With a bit of tweaking, we got ourselves a mezzanine floor. Again, that is not great. Yeah, because that is going to be the floor, isn't it? There. And that's going to be the ceiling. So it's 2 blocks, which means, yes, technically by use of half blocks or thin blocks, I could create 2 floors in there. But I wouldn't be able to do anything with one of them. Oh, dear.
Lovely.
Hey, Boris. Oh, so if I just say Spiff isn't overly British, he pronounces TH as F, so he says fort instead of thought. Does he? I've never noticed that before. That's awesome. I want to say thank you. I just started my channel last week, and tomorrow I start my own Empyrion series. You inspired me to give it a shot. I already have 20 subs. Hell yeah, Jeremy. Nice one, dude. Very good work. Very posh dude. First thing I'll do is rip out the dead weight drone bay and replace it with cargo array. There you go, Johnny. Nice. Floating Fat Man, thank you for the 26 months resub. Ooh, a button. I shall press it. Good man. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Keep him coming. Andre, I'll do my best. What is this madness? Hey, Cyrus. Welcome, Cyrus, to the madness that is Chillin and Buildin. Let's do something with this, actually. I'm thinking about, I run a block down the middle there, and I'll get rid of this one. And instead of going side to side, I'll go long way, so we'll do something like this. Do that and that, and then we do that and that. Create a little half block type thing. Type thing. The thing. Well, the arse is coming along nicely, which is odd for me because I usually like leave that to the last and absolutely just fudge my way through it. So, yeah, this is big for me. This is right. I'm gonna do a thruster cowling type thing, very similar to what I did for the front on there. So not particularly complicated. We do some basic kind of shapes here. Yeah. Particularly complicated or difficult, but I think it's effective. The only thing is we get this kind of weird block here, which looks a bit rough. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that, really. Maybe using a thin hole kind of block shape might work better. Yeah. Basically, we could get it on a big scale or a small scale. You could have the same problem either way. Oh, hello. We can build it all the way around, so we can do something like that. But then we have this crazy overlap situation. So yeah, I think I'll just stick to the large. Where the continuation is on the inside, and we can maybe do some texture work with that on the outside. Kind of thrust, yeah. Always interesting watching you build. Everything I build ends up being a flying submarine. They're all flying submarines, aren't they? Yeah, don't worry about it. That gap between the nacelles and the main hull, they're really starting to become apparent now, I think. Once the hangar is filled in, I think it will look a lot better. Right, so weirdly, the back of the ship is kind of done now, right? It's so strange. It's usually the last thing I do. And then I struggle with it because I'm like, I hate that. Doing the freaking butt end of the ship is always the hardest for me sometimes. This time, we nailed it straight away. Excellent stuff. Right, let's do the bridge. This stuff is all pretty superficial. The bridge, however, this is going to be tough cookie and interesting. Something's gone wrong here. The elevator that I put in here, placeholder, managed to fill itself in somehow. There we go. Right, you get the heavy windows back. We're going to need these. We're going to have to go on the outside block there in order to facilitate the elevator access to the lower decks. Right, sorry, coughing down the mic there. Since they have some form of water physics now, how about some actual ships on planet? Because they're all water planets, right? Better than a flying cube. You could try diagonal walkways in that cowling gap. Yeah, that might work quite nicely. Quite big though. I don't know. Maybe. Good. It's a good suggestion. Covered SV landing pad. Yeah, I mean, you could land an SV in there, definitely. There's had to be a fairly low profile one, but yeah. So yeah, hey buddy. So, fellow boss, first of all, I'd like to send my energy to you for you keep doing the amazing job about this game as you're doing. Second, it is lovely to go through your playlist about survival on YouTube and even falling asleep every night while listening to you. Keep up the good work and stay well. Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. Thank you very much. Man, I really put a lot of people to sleep, didn't I? This is going to give me a complex, I think. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you're enjoying. Thank you very much for the kind comment. I appreciate it. Everybody's talking recently about how, this match helps me sleep. Great. But I'm happy to be useful. Quite how I wanted to be nice. You have a very soothing voice. Oh, thank you, Mike. I was just going to make that joke. Thanks, Owen. Of course, I can always rely on you to make me feel better. Brilliant. It's your cool, calm demeanor. Thanks, Funk Train. I appreciate it, guys. Right, so with this bridge thing, I've already sort of rounded it here at the edges, but I don't know whether to go for something like the Exodus over here, where I've got this kind of rounded bridge. Obviously, this is a much smaller deal. So what I was kind of thinking, like, for the bridge on this ship, just have like a rounded deal, but I'm not sure what other shape I would make it. Everything else would be kind of squarey sort of thing. I don't know. It's easy to go for just like kind of a slick back kind of thing. I don't know. I just had an idea, actually. I just had an idea that may look like a pair of boobs, or it'll look awesome. Should we take the risk? I mean, if it looks like a pair of boobs, not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, right? It's a good thing. Yeah, everybody loves boobs. We're gonna go for boobs. All right, we'll try it. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. Yeah, okay. If it looks like boobs, that'll be awesome. Yeah, exactly. I knew it. I knew you guys would be on board. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can make this literally brain fart that just came to me actually into something workable. Yep. All right. Yeah, there we go. That's right. Yep. And another one there. Now, typically we don't like using these windows because they're so much weaker than the heavy glass windows. But of course, the heavy glass windows don't come in these shapes. They're very angular. So yeah, unless you're happy with that. I mean, they're not terrible on hit points, but they're not amazing. I mean, these guys are 1,000 hit points, right? And bearing in mind that a steel block is 500. So, like I said, they're not terrible, but heavy glass is definitely better. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I need that one. There we go. Yes. I approve of the years. But clearly not what I was trying to do. You seen the boobs yet? Oh, Bella and Amanda, thank you so much for the $5. Gotta watch later, but hello! Hiya! Thank you very much for the $5, guys. You are absolutely awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for popping in. And hello for later, when you watch later. SFS utilizes hydraulic rams to adjust thrust pod for more efficient thrust profiles. Nice, I like it. I need to run, but thanks you everyone. Cheers, Lep. Take it easy, bud. Don't forget the water blocks for inside swimming pool. Oh yeah, don't worry. I haven't forgotten the swimming pool. Oh, no, I haven't forgotten the swimming pool. Don't you worry. Don't you worry your precious little head about that. No. We will get the swimming pool. We will. I'm sure it will fit somewhere. I'm sure of it. Damn it, it will fit. It will, or someone's going to pay dearly with their lives. There we go. That's the shape. That's the orientation I wanted. Got a lot of glass on this ship. Oh, that might not be possible, actually. That's fine. We're gonna have to just change this guy into this guy. A little less aerodynamic than I had hoped for, but we'll make it work. So much glass. An absolute bird cage.
Lovely.
I am Boz, thank you very much for the 34 months, man. That's awesome. Curse your bones, Spinch. This book every craft must come now with both pipery and a fully automatic Gerald dispenser. Are you sure you want to push that button, my friend? Are you sure you want to roll that dice? Your funeral, you know? Kind of Venator style, you know, with the twin bridge thing. I think we talked about it last stream. But I'm going to connect them together now with blocks. So we're going to have this guy here, and we're going to do gradual, sort of bump it up, and connect. All right. We are shooting the Geralds at the baddies. Fair enough. We should have a Gerald launcher, like from the prawn launcher in VAR. The Gerald launcher. Oh, gosh. We're screwed. Game over, man. It's game over. I will have my Moff Tarkin moment. Ready, fire when ready. Weapons of mass destruction. How about a third observation bridge a bit further forward down the center? How about that? Unfortunately, it would dangle over that hole, and then anything coming out of that hole is going to hit the dangly bit, and then your dangly bit gets covered in all the things that come out of the hole. No one's happy. No one is happy. Okay, what am I on here? Am I on the right one? Yeah. Sheep as a brat. Right, okay, yeah, sure. The chat has officially lost it. It looks a little bit like the front of the Colossus. The Cyclops. Everybody brace themselves. It's gonna get a bit wild in here for a second. The music has decided. Just above the round pins. Net chat never had it to begin with. Yeah, very true. Very true. Glass roof? Yeah. I was thinking the same thing, but I was going to set it a bit further back. Epic. Yep. Oops. They've created the perfect bridge. It's perfectly. They're perfectly round and proportional, and they overhang a bit. They're very perky. No frames is where real pros play. You end up shooting where the things used to be. Exactly. Exactly. There you go. Right. We're gonna have a little bit in the middle. In the cleavage. Yeah. Kinda looks like a snake head. Hydra. Maybe that's what we should call it. Hydra ship. Where's the one I want? There it is. You're the one that I want right now. Oh, the one that I need. Oh, a sign that says place head here. Is that the motorboat spot? Yeah, just align your nose right there and all is good. This is great. I'm loving it. I think it's fantastic. Probably change it completely in extreme. Yeah. Guys, I've been thinking about this. I'm not happy with it. I'm gonna redo the whole thing. Okay, thank you, bye. So thinking about the glass roof situation. And wondering if maybe to cut the top of the bridge down to a half block to accommodate said glass roof more simply. Looks like Jaja's eyes. So with the heavy glass, of course, it's half block. So we would just say start it here. And then run that back, ending it around about there to start a new section sort of here and wherever. And then we need to bring these blocks down. Means using these horrid things. In fairness, I could use these guys and do some kind of connection to that. Watching Spanish live build on the tablet while watching Spanish do vanilla series on the TV. General Turian, thank you very much for your service, dude. That is going above and beyond. Curved shutter doors would be a great additive. Curved shutter doors, they would actually be really good. These are things you so people gonna die. Yeah, fair enough. I'll take that hit. Looks like Jar Jar's eyes. From a profile point of view, the rest of the ship, it doesn't look pretty. It looks pretty good though, I think. I think it looks alright. Up close, you're like, what? But as far as the rest of the ship is concerned, I think it works. Alright, so what am I going to do back here? I'm thinking... Misa thinking... Thank you very much, the Rule Britannia. Very much appreciated. Thank you. I don't like that slope. That slope there just looks too much. Looks like a missed opportunity. You know, it's something could have been done better, but I have no idea what. Quick escape is the explosive decompression as the glass shatters. I think what I need to do is actually continue lowering it down into a half block area. So what we need is this guy, really. But we're gonna have to try and figure out how to fill that gap in. That ain't right either. That ain't right either. Maybe that is fine. Okay, that's fine. Because we got whole blocks on this side as well. And then we can just do this. And call it an internal feature. Bingo. I think having that dip there gonna help make this bridge area look the best. Certainly this well, we're about to add some glass ceiling bits and bobs there. And then kill it off. And bring it up back to normal height. Like that. Bring that over there. I'm going to do some kind of thing on the top there with maybe a radar dish. They're going to have the usual escape hatch. Yeah, so the escape hatch, I'm figuring we could probably do a door there or there in the side of the bridge. It might be worth having one in the floor as well so that we can jump straight onto this deck. So there'll be there'll be a big line of blocks there. That might be quite useful, I guess. But yeah, I'll put that in. Do you know no one has ever done in Empyrion? No one has shot a new tutorial script yet. What do you mean shot a new tutorial script? What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What? What? What's that from? Hey, Draxus. How's it going, buddy? Good morning, do you do, sir? I'm like, should I use the actual like special heavy glass here? Like the we don't use this very much, right? I don't use it. This stuff has got like more pylons and things in it. Can we actually try and use this stuff? I feel like Elion added it in and nobody's really used it very much. That might be why. Elion! What are you doing? You crazy bastards. That does line up. That lines up, at least. Do you fix the jiggling hover bike? No, it's still jiggling. But Elion is aware of it. And they're trying to fix it. So, only a matter of time. And we will be jiggle free. The jiggling was a feature, not a bug. Yep, absolutely. Definitely not a bug. Sad non-giggling noise. The jiggling hover bike is the new running over the bike. Well, no, my leg does that weird twisty thing as well. It's all up over my head, twisted round. That's what's going on. Is what is going on with that? I love it. It's so much fun. See, like bugs like that, I don't mind. They're just funny. They are just funny. If you're gonna make a bug, make it funny, right? So this is quite a big space, and making all this a bridge is a waste of it, right? So I feel like cutting the bridge off at this point here, this window, right, is probably best. So we say the bridge is that. Everything forward from there. Not a very big bridge, I'll admit. That's terrible. But I feel it's a necessary thing to do, right? I'm going to take this all the way back here, actually. Can we make that all the way through? I think I can. It'll upset what I've done back here, but why the hell not? We'll just do it all the way through. That's the only other thing as well. We need to transition it there. Glass floor. Glass floor. Let's leave it for now, actually, because I need to map out some rooms. Hey, Curious Mind, thank you for the $5. Thank you, as always, for the build, Spange. They always help me, give me ideas for new things to try. It's such a good time. Keep up the good work. Curious Mind, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. It is absolutely my pleasure to hang out with you guys and build some stuff. It really is. But thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah. Yes. Right, let's continue this all the way along to here. Yoink. That's a little awkward. It's a little awkward. I'm not really sure if there isn't a alternative to that gives us a lump. So I think we're just gonna have to embrace having a weird thing there. But I mean, we can maybe hide that a little bit quite nicely with some texturing and stuff. Not the end of the world. And I think having the heavy glass there is better. Right. Access door instead of a single window. We could put the door there. That would work. That would solve that problem up there. Yeah, it's a good idea. Nice glass door, nice and airtight. I want this one, but in the middle, because we're gonna have a problem there, aren't we? Well, I'm gonna take that out, aren't I? So take that out. There we go. There we go. It kind of works. That'll do. That'll do nicely. We'd have quite a big space here, don't we? Right, so we're cutting off the bridge there. What I need then is this block here. Create that bulkhead. And then maybe what we need to do is swap the block sides over. So probably easiest to use a rounded. Give us a nice effect as well. And that means we can put things up against this wall. Trying to think about central corridor here. Corridor through the middle, up to the bridge. We got this kind of block shaping that I put in here. I can knock this back and maybe just stick a one of those. It's not quite intruding on where I'm thinking of placing other things. But I am a big fan of cool looking corridors as well. Has anyone thought of a name yet? I'm thinking Rabbit. Bollocks Twin. Polaris Twin. We need circle doors for the docking RP feeling. Yeah, that would be awesome. She seems to be missing pipes and glowies. Well, we got some pipes. I did some piping. Yeah, we haven't got any glowies yet. I'm not in the texturing phase yet. But yeah, we got pipes. Yeah, we did some pipage. Don't you worry. It's a wide ass corridor, isn't it? I built that really wide. Oh, that's going to annoy me. It's going to annoy me. Let's go do that. Well, not that one, but that one. There's going to be 3 here. And 2 there. Damn it. And you need a name which reflects both weapons and booms. Call it the Cleaver. Trending. Great suggestion. I love it. Cleaver. Hell yeah. Which will cleave its enemies into pieces. While also, you know, seducing them. Yeah. I should be doing this on carbon, really. I shouldn't be using steel for internal walls and such. I've just forgotten to change the blocks. You can take that bit of the ship, just the bridge, right? And the top there, and make that its own ship. That'll make a decent starter ship, that. It's alright. It's like it's landed on top of this thing and just gone, right, I am the captain now. The Madonna. I like that. That's brilliant. The Underwire. Brilliant stuff. What is that? The Decorative? Decorative. How do you christen it anyway? Spawn a Xeraxian in space, then ram it? Yeah, that'll work. Cut it off, stick some landing gear on it, and then drop it back down again. And there you go. Brilliant. It will look like... Yeah, I mean, we could actually stick the landing gear on it and then make it look like it is attached. It'll be quite funny. Yeah. It does genuinely look like its own ship just slapped on the top, doesn't it? Fantastic. I love it. I think it's brilliant. It's genius. Now do you believe I can get a swimming pool in here? Right, let's do it. Let's get a swimming pool in here. Let's have a bit of fun before end of the stream. Right, let's get rid of you two. Don't need you anymore. It's going to be a heated pool because we're going to put it right next to a thruster. Excellent. I'm thinking, can we get rid of this floor plate here? Is part of the outer hull, actually. No, we can't. So this has to be our pool here then. Okay. Cool. I was out of the loop with the game. We have carriers now. Yeah, we can have... So we've got a drone bay. The drone bay is this enormous thing that is this... It's the same asset as the mobile constructor, the SVHV constructor. Just a placeholder right now, but it's massive, as you can see. So I'm building a whole ship around it. It can hold up to 10 drones, and then you can have as many spawners as you want. And then each spawner will launch a couple of drones whenever the ship is attacked that will go and defend your vessel. Probably quite useful if your vessel is parked and maybe something comes to attack it. But at the moment, they are somewhat lacking. Should we just say in effectiveness? But they are a first iteration, so maybe you can't be too harsh to Elion about it. I don't know if you could save water blocks. I don't think you can save water blocks. Yeah, allowing BP false, right? So this is just a bit of fun. But we'll have to take them out. But yeah. Ooh. Yay. Ooh. A splash. A splash. Splash. And you don't know if you... Yeah. I was like, maybe we can have a diving board type thing, but... I mean, I suppose we could. We would need probably a much taller thing than these curvy boys that I've got there allow. I just need some way to cordon off that corridor there, because there's like a maintenance corridor behind that elevator for the engines. We can do that, basically. We can do that. Diving board. Not really. Maybe if we do it this way around, like there, that'd be kind of cool. Diving board. Yeah. Sort of. Sort of, not really. Maybe a little bit. Too small. Yeah. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Alright, gonna gravity. But yeah. Bladoosh. Ah, my head. Why not make a curved trip hazard? Hmm. Yeah, I mean, you make a compelling point. I got a freaking pool in my ship. I mean, it looks like garbage right now, but we can make it look awesome. I need to put that generator back. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Would it be blue lights, or would it be something more luxurious, like orangey boys? Maybe even purple. Purple lights. Get up really up the stairs that never work. And hey, let's do it a splash. I'm swimming in a full suit of armor. Somebody equipped my multi-tool by accident. I'm doing lengths, people. I'm doing lengths. Yeah. This is a fantastic onboard swimming pool. Hang on. Now, what's that sort of lumpy stuff that they have in pools? It's kind of like a... No, that looks too steel and industrial. That looks too painful on bare foot. That looks like venting, and it's probably going to slice your feet in like cheese graters. Maybe I should go for a more kind of luxury kind of feel, like marble. White marble. Oh yeah, that's very fancy. And obviously the pool is tiled all the way through. Fantastic. Yes. Ah, I'm stuck. Can't get out of the pool. Can't get out of the pool. That's a death trap. Damn it. They wonder if a ladder would work. I don't think it would, because we can't put the ladder in the water, right? So you have to put the ladder like outside the pool, and then it's huge. That. If I put the ladder there and then go for a swim, I go up to this ladder? Can I get out? Right. No. Damn it, I am really rubbish at this. Oh, getting out of the pool thing is harder than it looks, guys. Make the bottom of the pool glowy. Could do that. Do a little like maybe that color, maybe that color. Well, we'll keep the bottom of the pool as it is. And then we make occasional, like, little poolside lighting. Like that. That is kind of cool. But yeah. Luxury passenger liner. Exactly. Yeah. I need something that doesn't work well in humid environments. So not the color I meant to select. Nice wood paneling. Swedish sauna style. Excellent. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Bingo. Frickin' poo. Hey, who's second? About poo. My carrier vessel now has, it doesn't have like a completed hangar deck or an engineering section or finished hull, but priorities are absolutely intact because we have a feckin' pool. Badoosh. I'm gonna go for a swim. Yep. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I love the diving board too. Even if it's made of glass, at least get the frame to match. Oh yeah, good idea. Oh, that needs to. Wow, that really doesn't line up very much, does it? Maybe what we should do is stick a little warning symbols on that. There we go. Danger. It's Gerald installed a towel. That's where the wardrobes are here for. The wardrobes are the towels, guys. Towels are in there. There you go. And these aren't airtight either, right? So they are wonderful ways of getting air into rooms without using glass doors. You can use this one that has the holes in it there, right? So actually air will now link through that and actually make this You could easily put vents in here as well, but yeah. I made a freaking pool. Don't think that pool is deep enough for this. Okay, well, we'll find out. Everything's fine. The only problem is I can't get out. So you can only go in the pool with a jetpack. Fairness, we could probably make it deeper. Oh no, we can't. Yeah, no, we're at a hull breach then if you made it deeper. As deep as we can go. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Where's the pool sandwiches stored? You don't take sandwiches to the pool. You can get soggy bread. Jetpack swimming as one does. Yeah, I mean, I can only do so much, guys. I mean, you know, Elion has to do the rest, all right? Well, happy with that. What does it look like with the flashlight off? Oh, yeah. That is a sleepy morning swimming pool. That is lovely. Beautiful. Right. Now time to make it hell. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, there's throne. Remove the water blocks. And put in lava blocks. Now it's a thermal pool. A thermal pool, all right? Yes. Now it's a torture chamber. It's got a completely different feel to it. It's cash. Don't worry about it. Swimming in lava. Everything's fine. Yeah. Bladoosh. This is great. Use the bench to get out. That's genius. That is actually a genius way to get out of the pool. Look at that. Out. Fantastic. 900 degrees C. Lovely. This is a beautiful... It's toasty. It's a lovely toasty bath, that is. Fantastic. Unfortunately, we cannot have water blocks in the blueprint. So it's for POI building with all the effects of water, has on the player. Temperature effects currently only take place when POI is activated. Allowed in the blueprint. False. Airtight. True, though. Molten iron. Molten magma. So yeah, unfortunately, as far as the player structure goes, no pool. Although, in theory, I could build this up once it's finished and stuff like that, submit it to Elion as a patrol vessel for the Polaris or the Brotherhood, maybe, and then I could put a pool in it. And then you can capture it and have it as your own, and it'll have water in it. Magma. These are the ideas, you see. There is ways around it. Yeah. We just give it to Elion. Elion, I made this patrol vessel. Lovely, wonderful. Add it to the Brotherhood. It'll be wonderful, guys. Your target is the boober ship. Go get that pool. But then, in fairness, you can do whatever you want. You can dismantle the entire ship, leave the pool there, and then build your own ship around that. Ta-da! Pool. Big brain. Just like Brandon there with the whole get out by the bench thing. Genius. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Okay. Or you are the admin and boom, you can do whatever you want. Yay! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Made it to Revian as a ship that can be claimed from the colonist scrapyard. Then you could actually claim it. Also genius. We are on a genius form today, chat, aren't we? I feel like we are all on form, like absolutely killing it, doing massive damage right now. It is excellent work. Very, very happy with all the suggestions coming through. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Genius level achieved. Fantastic. All right, I'm gonna flip all the window aspects around here. There we are. There we go. So from inside, we can see out nice and clearly. From outside, we can't see. I wish they did that for the heavy glass as well, but the heavy glass is always tinted badly and whatever. All right, so let's figure out the rest of these rooms then. So I figured up here we'd have like all of our kind of player stuff, except the crafting. The crafting I was going to do, like constructors and stuff, I was going to put down in the hangar here, right? This is where the main storage is going to be anyway. So we figured we'd have a sick bay up here. We'd have quarters, armor lockers. I was planning a garden, and that maybe a garden could be over in this space over here. Doesn't need to be huge, in fairness. It doesn't need to be a massive garden. We've got thrusters here, though. But I think we're safe for a block. So we can put a block there and a block there. And then we can eat out this space here. We could have a... we could have an open plan garden, actually. That would be quite nice. Feel. Be quite sweet. Maybe. That is an awkward amount of blocks. So would a single 9 plot be okay? Would that be acceptable in this day and age? Oh crap! Outrage! That's not doable then. Right. We can't go there. We can go here. Cutting off our maintenance corridor. The only problem. Damn it. Unless I put the garden. Son of a biscuit. I have got this raised area though. This raised area is almost like destiny right now. I could put the grow plots all the way here, and then just create a raised walkway to go up to it. That could work. It's a little bit kind of janky. A garden where you grow your drones. I mean, there's a room. There's a room down here, but no, we got the hangar bay here, so we can't like interfere with that too much. I was going to have a nice little bit of clear space under here as well for things, fuel tanks, O2 tanks, that sort of stuff. Bufferage, but this drone thing is massive. And then up the front here, I was going to put anything but maybe decoy generators and based armor and stuff. Sorry, Shab. Take it easy, buddy. Thank you very much for. I haven't got much left anyway, so you know you're not missing much. Don't worry about it. But appreciate you, dude. Hey, Bradley. Or on the roof. Why not put the garden on its side? That'd be awesome. Little wall, garden wall. That would be so cool. I'm amused by the drone constructor being a giant mobile constructor for now. It is somewhat amusing, I would admit. It is quite funny. Right, CV grow plots. Here we go. So yeah, I figure I can... Ooh, hello, cheeky. I can build them up like that, and that's 2 sets of 19. Looks a bit weird. Looks a bit weird. But, bear with. Might have to rethink the pool blocks and stuff there. definitely head limiting kind of effect. Is it like sure about this? Definitely doesn't look like it's supposed to be there, does it? It's like, hey, I forgot a garden. I'll just poop one into existence. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I really don't want to be using up the hangar bay for that garden stuff. I mean, a solo player, 18 plots should be enough. Really? I mean, that's more than 18 anyway, isn't it? It says 21 plots. That's 21 plots. Oh, okay. Oops. Now it's 18 plots. Still doesn't look right though. You can sink it down one block. Now I can't. Well, I mean I could, but it would be exposed to space. While these blocks are airtight, I might be able to get away with it. I mean, it would be obvious that they're grow plots from the outside, but I mean, it's a hanging deck, so you're probably not going to get shot at from that angle. I grant you. At 25 hit points, having that as your outer hull. Yeah. Bye bye swimming pool. Yeah, right. It might end up being something like that, I'll admit. But even then, you know, I'm sinking it in, and there they are to blocks. It just feels wrong. Yeah, it doesn't look right, does it? It's not right. It just feels wrong. Abort! We have to think of something else. Some other way. We have to save the pool and add a garden to this. Somehow. We'll have to do it. What? How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, I know, I understood. Resurgam. I knew where you were coming from, but I guess I was using your disdain as an excuse to get rid of what I hated anyway, so yeah, no worries. I like having the thrusters spread out. You know, it gives generally a little bit more performance. I know there's only sort of several blocks between there. I'm wondering now if maybe I can relocate these up thrusters, right, somewhere up front instead. I'm thinking like right here, right in the nook, right by the end of the drone bay. We may be able to move the drone bay back one block, which shouldn't interfere with the hangar bay at all, and still give us an opportunity to cover it up, you know. So we can do that, and if we can get rid of this thruster, that opens up this whole area here much easier for grow plots and stuff, and we can do that. So upside down gun. I don't think you can turn them. I don't think they let you turn these upside down, do they? Oh shit, wrong button. You fucking do as well. Does that work? Does it work? Sprout, isn't it? Sprout. This plant cannot grow here. Is that the sprout? This plant cannot grow here. Yeah, unfortunately not. Let you put the block upside down, but you can't put the plant upside down. How many hit points does the drone bay have, and how explosive is it as it goes bluey? I don't know yet, actually. Hit points wise, though, 10,750, which is quite poor, really, for something that big. As far as it going boom, let's find out, shall we? What did I name this thing last time? I can't remember. I saved it as something. Oh, dragonfly, wasn't it? Because somebody was saying that the front looks a little like dragonfly eyes. Want me to find out? Does this... Jesus, takes a few rounds for me old debug gun to get rid of everything. Oh no, I have died. The horror. That's brilliant. All right, there we go. So we moved that along, and I definitely think we can fit a couple of downward thrusters there. Where are we at? 15. So we get rid of you. And you. I got the block texturing around them, but we'll figure that out. I think there is sloped because it gives me options, but yeah, there we go. That should give us a nice amount of performance on the rolling and stuff, which is lies like an SV at the moment because you know we haven't got a fully complete hull, but 344 meters a second forward. It may be somewhat overthrusted for vanilla. But that's good. It'll be easy to convert it into Reforged. I mean, it'll need a friggin' auxiliary core and stuff in Reforged, but yeah. It'll be fine. And that means that we can open up... That's outer hull, isn't it? Yeah, so we can't use that space. We can use all of this now. And we are going to have a bit of a hull breach, I think. Oh no. Wow, that's good. Excellent. That's 9. Oh, hello. And 9. Bingo. We have our garden. And I can even create a maintenance access corridor using this little pupper. All the way down the back here. So I can still get to the engines. I don't necessarily like make it a constant need to have access to engine space and stuff like that. But if I can, I like to make it possible. You know? If the ship can handle it. Sometimes it's not always practical to do it, but you know. In this case it is. Alright. We have a garden. We have a swimming pool. We have a garden and a swimming pool. That is pretty damn good. We've done well. We have done well, chat. We have accelerated our plans. Come up with other ways of making this look a little sexier, I think, another time. But yeah, we can have a whole like fridge and food processor and some seats and chairs and stuff like that. Make it all nice and open plan. It'll look lovely. It'll look delightful. Pot plants, exactly. Pot plants, you got it. Quite happy with that. There's a lot of space. And we can get a lot of functionality up here. Even some luxury. Minibar. Please confirm the forward thrust amount is 1,537 meganewtons of forward thrust at an acceleration rate of 341 meters per second squared. Do you not want the interior blocks to be carbon to save weight? Yeah, I do, but I mean, at this point, I'm like, I've got so much freaking thrust, I kind of need to chill it out a bit. Let's weight it up. I mean, for vanilla, I might even, once this is finished, I'll blueprint it with a steel hull version, which can be easily converted into reforged. And then I might do replace blocks on it and turn it into a hardened steel hull. That'll slow it down a bit. That'll slow it down a bit. Yeah. But yeah, if I do the internal block space then as carbon as much as possible, then hopefully doing that won't bring it to an absolute screeching halt. All right, we've got an asymmetrical, styly interior here, so yeah. I don't know what else. Yeah, there's loads that we can do. Okay. So we need a medical. We want quarters up here as well. We've got some lovely windows. Crew quarters. When you're stopping by a space station and your window's next to the space station window. No privacy. Come on. No privacy for you. You can always use our little wardrobe trick to get these rooms to have airflow, not have put ventilators in them. Do a locker on the outside and on the inside. Oops. I don't necessarily think this will look good though. It's, yeah, it looks terrible, doesn't it? They now look like murder rooms. They look like murder rooms. What we'll do is maybe something like that. Yeah, I can still get through those, so a little bit of block texture work. Might be able to use some LCDs possibly, and put like sick bay or crew quarters, captain's ready room, or captain's quarters, first officer, Gerald's hole, or something like that, you know. Put the pilot seat right here. This is the other thing as well. I've got to split the bridge. So do I put the control station on both sides? Or do we make one side of the bridge kind of like ship operations and the other side maybe like drone operations, like, you know? That'd be quite a cool way of doing it, I think. Where the hell is the cockpit? I am blind. There it is. I am blind. Blind, I say, blind. The old school, the original gangster. VIP quarters for Gerald. Congratulations, fans. The ship is Mach 0.994 capable. Woohoo! That's awesome. Too bad curtains haven't been invented in Empyrion. Yeah, man. Gerald's loo. That's cool, though. Nearly Mach 1. Pretty dope. Pretty dope, skis. Yeah, we just put a bunch of consoles up. Drone operations. The drone pilots, the drone commander, drone engineer, general stats consoles. Yeah. Good. Oh, I'm muted. Damn it, sorry. Yeah, the steering wheel's on the wrong side. It's a left-hand driver. That's easy to convert for the European market, though. Yeah, it'll be fine. Sweet. I got you. I'm sorry. I muted myself. Like a fool. Like a fool. Like, oh, don't think is it taking me this many streams to complete the outer hull of something like this before? I don't think it's taken me this long before, but there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go. Run out of time today. So I'm going to have to say thank you very much for joining me today. And I do hope you've enjoyed the stream. The ship is for vanilla, yeah. But I mean, at the current amount of engines that I've got on it, it should be reasonably easy to convert for Reforged. But I can build it for vanilla and then I'll Reforgeify it afterwards, I think. Guys, thank you so much for all the subs, the resubs, the follows. Thank you very much for the donations as well. You guys have been awesome today. I really appreciate your generosity. Welcome to all the new guys as well that have come along, follows and subs for you guys. Really great to see some new names in the list there. And of course, you know, thank you so much to all of you guys for joining me again, as you always do. I really appreciate you. It's always fun hanging out with you guys and building. So I hope you've had fun as well. I'll be back next week. We'll see if we can do a bit more on this thing. Yeah. Hey, I'll see you guys Friday for some more 7 Days to Die with the Chaos Crew anyway. But thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your day. A wonderful time. Stay safe. Look after yourself. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.